Another MyView TV exclusive. Please remember to hit the notification bell, like, share, and subscribe.
I don't bring nobody forward in here to cheer for me. Everything what you see up my natural talent. Let me tell you something. You see, when you know what to please the audience with, it's simple, man.
Well, go on, my people. Hope everybody doing okay. Hope everybody doing alright. So like how the day woman relax now, me can't give you an update for us when we missing of the week. You understand? Hold it more killing cause still pays get Slapweh. Me I'll give you the plan for Gregory Park. Yes, them have a crime plan for Gregory Park. So keep back and wait for that. Yeah man, but make I start the news right now a sentence. Because I see principal say one got appeal court. I know you're supposed to wonder what me I talk about. Listen now. Solomon Smith, the principal of Brownstown Primary School in St. Anne's, is heading to the Court of Appeal in a bid to squash his conviction of indecent assault charges relating to an incident involving a teenage male student from another school 2 years ago. Smith was sentenced to 9 months imprisonment, suspended for 1 year on Wednesday after being found guilty by a parish judge in St. Anne's earlier this year. Following the sentencing in the St. Anne's Parish Court, his attorney indicated that he will be appealing both the verdict and the sentence. The complainant at the time was 17-year-old. Allegation are that on April 17, 2019, the complainant missed his private bus ride to school and made contact with the principal, a family friend, to facilitate a drive to school. It was further reported that during the journey to Brownstown, the educator fondled the breast of the male teen and placed his hand in the youngster's boxers, fondling his sexual organs in the process. The teen is said to have told his parents of the incident some weeks later after reportedly telling his friend to become depressed. A report was subsequently made to the police, and following a probe, officers from the Center of Investigation of Sexual Offense and Child Abuse in the parish arrested the educator and later charged him. Amidst the conviction and sentencing, Smith has maintained his innocence in relation to the charges that was against him. Paper make I tell you something. I don't know exactly where I go in this country, I know. Me always come and tell you, say, be careful of the people that wanna let run on the picnic. With that said, make I move on in the news. Cause Soji say him drop asleep. A former member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force was fined for illegal possession of ammo when he appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday. The 27-year-old pleaded guilty to the offense. His attorney, Kimberly Whitaker, told the court that he was remorseful for his action as he had all intention to turn over the object to his supervisor. My client advised me that he was walking along the roadway in the vicinity of Tivoli Garden. Tivoli always in the news to the wrong race. But anyway, make I continue. As he was scheduled to go on duty at the JDF at Upward Camp. He noticed the issue and took them up because he knew that there was violence in the area and he didn't want them to fall in the wrong hands. He had intention to give the material to his supervisor upon his arrival at the Upward Camp. However, he fell asleep and the bullet fell out of his pocket. Make I tell you something. If it wasn't really in your intention to carry on your supervisor, from your go through the gate, you that drop them off. Said what I said and I mean what I said and I not take it back. But anyway, people, the judge charged him 75,000 or 6 months in prison. So me just say I couldn't know. Say that I go on the ground. I can take a walk, go over the ghetto now. Renosh me attack. Right over Portmore, the biggest ghetto in Jamaica. People have to pay a toll guard them yard. Said what I said and I mean what I said and I know me not take it back. And me I only know say over the town. One big refuge temple for criminal. Yes, people. We are call a spade and we just attack it short. We now put them out the ground and talk. Anyway now, wicked man super attack, the mayor go talk, and the caretaker for the Gregory Park area, him gonna make couldn't exactly what go on the ground.
There are two applications that we're pursuing. I want to describe them as the carrots and sticks application. The carrot meaning that we bring in social groups like the groups you saw today, who, will identify areas of needs for the community, look on employment opportunities. The stick, on the other hand, is to treat with those who are bent on continuing in a life of crime.
I want to use the opportunity, of course, to urge the citizens of Gregory Park, right, to stop the senseless killing.
We feel that the requisite attention is being provided, that the cries of the community have been heard, and my presence here today is just to confirm and to publicly place on record my availability to partner with the police and any initiative that will bring long-term peace.
If you don't want peace, you know exactly what to do. Only when things reach on the doorstep, me soon come out and make nice, you know. But we are going to see what got me right now. After the 3 police, them nearly give them life over Portmore. The eyewitness, them were up on the scene, come out, and this is what them have to say.
Yeah.
It's like a police never.
Hey, why the police don't want lick shot them? So the people in on the street and the vehicle them. So the police have a right to do for what them do.
It's like them
you know see?
Shoot him.
Yeah.
Shot for him.
You want to shoot him, but you can't shoot him for the people them going up and down.
And when me people, the police are right in the car there, so. Yeah. I shoot after him while him there right here, so. Yeah. And him about the shot in the ear.
Let's leave that news right there and head on over to St. Thomas right now. Remember people them kill the innocent man over St. Thomas, because enough of them on the road. Don't know who them look for, you know. So they must walk around and kill people or get rid of people who them they want to get rid of long time. The police them say them need help in locating the people them who deal with the mob killing. So make I tell you something now, St. Thomas people. Only need for come out. Yes, only need now for come out and tell the police them who are the people them in the video. Matter of fact. Tell the police them say have a video up. Power platform them can come go look for them only need to hold one person. That's all them need to do. Well, any one person would them be see there with a cutlass or a baton and charge them. I come hear the police officer.
The police is still going through the area trying to identify persons involved in the mob killing. We have looked at some video footages and we are unable to identify persons so far. We are requesting from residents who have knowledge or who are aware of what happened and are in possession of video footages to turn them over to the police. We are still unable to identify person or persons involved, and we are still searching.
Like how we're on the topic of searching, we could just head on back down out of Bull Bay just for a second there. Remember the girl them be abducted? One of them come from out of Bull Bay side. One of her friend did on the phone with her, you know, when them take her away. And this is what I'm have to say.
I was on the phone with her when I heard her screaming and crying for help. She was calling for me to help her. Mm-hmm. She was begging her abductors not to kill her. I ran from the space where I was because I was running towards helping her, even though I was in a different parish.
My bigger sister take it real hard. She was crying and left and shouting and calling upon God for her to return safely. No, I was just more quiet, not saying much. I just praying in my mind. The last thing I said, please God, let her come back safely. Whatever she had, let her take it, but don't take her life.
The advice I can give, you see the same part of the bed where they sleep on the night before, you don't sleep on that same side. Watch on the surrounding. That is all I can say. You understand me? Just happy say them alive and well. That is all. Hold on the now, paper, make I tell you something. Stupid get Slapweh. I never get to tell you that, so nobody feel like some people not dead. You see me I do the news that way, yeah? A different type of news this man. These are some things where we miss, and it is important, so I have to give the people them what them never get in the news throughout the course of the week right now. You know what style kind of different already, you know, man. We have to tell the people them exactly what go on, and what go on. And for the people that who are going to ask, yes, me have Stupid's picture for show no. Yeah, man, them slap him down right behind Darling Street bus stop. So me have the picture there for show so they can come look at it. Hold on a minute there now. Hold on a minute there now, people. Poor people can't catch a break. You understand? Them cannot catch a break. As them think so they're going to get one little money, so boom. Government meet and change laws. Me always tell you say no. They can do things about stuff, but they just don't want to do it. Yes, yo, quick them run ganga amend traffic act. Because them sister them not gonna lose. When we are tell them say do this for crime and violence, them can't do it. What's the reason but they're flying off for head business and them no want to do it. But tell them to find a way to take money out of people's pocket. Let them know if they do. But anyway, listen to the clown and friends now.
This amendment is required to address the penalties in the Act. By way of background, Madam Speaker, Section 116 of the Road Traffic Act 1938 provides that the Minister may, by order, amend the appendix to make changes to fixed penalties. An injunction was granted by the Supreme Court, restraining the government from imposing certain fixed penalties. This bill seeks to amend the Road Traffic Act to provide for updating of the fixed penalties.
The nature of the legislation seems to only have been resolved in the course of yesterday, because the notice that was given to us yesterday initially suggested that this was a validation and indemnity bill. And by the evening, that had fundamentally changed. The third schedule is not being amended. What is being amended is the appendix. And Madam Speaker, I just think that this represents a really haphazard, chaka-chaka way of dealing with the matter.
Having recognized a failure and administratively, legislatively, to make those fines legal, the only responsible and respectful and morally plausible thing to do is to arrange a refund to those persons of the difference between what the maximum fines provided for then as against what they pay now. If we fail to do that, we are not implicitly, explicitly saying to Jamaicans, if you do something illegal, it's not all that bad, it can be made right. Because the government is doing that.
The court case identified a lacuna in law, and by identifying it, created for the police a major problem. What I think was urgent enough to bring us here today. Road Traffic Act and the penalties attached is crucial to public order. And everyone in this room can appreciate, in fact, they spoke to it extensively, what is happening on the road today. And the need to ensure that the police can, in fact, carry out their duties effectively at all times. And even one day is a matter of urgency.